The settlor can provide another person with the power to appoint the beneficiaries of the trust. If the trust document states, Fred will fill in the name of the trust beneficiary, then Fred has power of appointment to appoint the beneficiary. There are two types of power of appointment. With a general power of appointment, Fred can appoint anyone, including himself. Under a special power of appointment, such as Fred can select either Wilma or Barney, then Fred can select the beneficiaries from a small number of candidates. So what happens if Fred fails to appoint anyone? Well, if Fred had a general power of appointment, the beneficiary is deemed to be the takers in default, if the takers in default were identified by the settlor. If there are no takers in default identified, then the heirs of the settlor are appointed. If Fred had a special power of appointment to select either Wilma or Barney, and Fred failed to appoint either of them, they're both appointed and the property is shared equally between them. The power of appointment can go to the trustee, an existing beneficiary, or to anyone. The power can be created and come into force on the death of the settlor or some other date or event. A holder of a general power of appointment has a right to appoint himself to receive funds from the trust. The power is not considered property. Of course, when he appoints himself and receives funds as beneficiary, these funds are then property and are then accessible to his creditors. The modern view, however, is that a holder of a general power of appointment is able to release funds to himself from the trust, and these funds are accessible to the holder's creditors.